For deli or carryout orders, call 302-945-0700.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, 6:35. Good morning to everybody jumping on our Facebook Live this morning. Big story of the day.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. Count 2, third-degree murder perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. Count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty.
Wow. Big story yesterday. Former police officer Derek Chauvin guilty on all charges. Jess, you got the story.
That's right. Former police officer Derek Chauvin has been convicted on all charges in the death of George Floyd. He now faces up to 40 years in prison for a second-degree murder, up to 25 years for third-degree murder, and up to 10 years for second-degree manslaughter. George Floyd died in May of 2020 after Derek Chauvin placed his knee on Floyd's neck while he pleaded, "I can't breathe."
Now, look, no matter what, there's no, I mean, look, the lawyer who was arguing the whole, he was following protocol and the restraint and all that, 10 minutes. I cannot get over that. I can't get over 5 minutes. I don't even know what to say.
I couldn't even watch
I can't. There's
the
nothing
video.
else I need to see. There's nothing else I need to hear. 10 minutes. I don't care if he was, on drugs. I don't care if he did something illegal. I don't care. He had the man down and he had his knee with his weight on his neck. Like, come on.
I know. Justice was served. That's my personal opinion.
I agree. Here goes, I'm sorry.
They got it
you're right in the middle of the story.
No, but they got it right. They got it right. They did. They did.
George Floyd's brother, after the verdict.
I'm going to put up a fight every day because I'm not just fighting for George anymore. I'm fighting for everybody around this world. Today, we are able to breathe again.
Here goes Vice President Kamala Harris.
Today, we feel a sigh of relief. Still, it cannot take away the pain. A measure of justice isn't the same as equal justice. This verdict brings us a step closer, and the fact is, we still have work to do.
President Joe Biden.
We can't stop here. In order to deliver real change and reform, we can and we must do more to reduce the likelihood that tragedies like this will ever happen and occur again. We must not turn away. We can't turn away. We have a chance to begin to change the trajectory in this country. It's my hope and prayer that we live up to the legacy.
Guilty on all charges. Now we wait for the sentencing.
Absolutely.
That's going to be where the truth is told. That's going to be,
I know
what the sentencing is. So, and like I said earlier, just they took the mask off. He did, I think, for the first time. I didn't, and look, I just kind of kept up with the trial. I wasn't able to sit and watch it as much as I wanted to. But when I did see like pictures of him in the courtroom and a little video of him in the courtroom yesterday,
right.
the Derek Chauvin, just that same look, that same weird look on his face.
I saw different people, commenting online in different statuses and said that he played it like when they said guilty, that he looked surprised. Like, what? Like that he was surprised that they were going to, find him to be guilty.
Yeah. I mean, just really just weird. So crazy. So yesterday, bad accident on the Bay Bridge. Bad crash. Emergency crews responded to a heavily traveled Chesapeake Bay Bridge on Tuesday afternoon to a crash. It was a multiple vehicle crash. All right. It was reopened around 6 p.m.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
All lanes of the westbound span were shut down for several hours while crews responded to the scene. Officials, as of the last we heard, did not indicate how severe some of the injuries may have been. Investigators are still trying to determine what prompted the crash. So if you were around that area, I know a lot of people travel. around the Bay Bridge area. But, Jess, you can see here on the computer, I mean, how backed up it was.
I know.
It was just unbelievable. Unbelievable yesterday. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to everyone involved. But very sad situation.
Terrible
Also,
accident.
yesterday, I was following a story out of Baltimore, Domino Sugar on fire.
What?
3-alarm fire destroys the sugar silo at Baltimore's iconic Domino Sugars plant.
Oh my gosh.
The factory is located off Key Highway. If you're a frequent visitor to
that
Baltimore,
area, yeah.
When you go, you got like the big Domino Sugar sign. According to the Baltimore City Police Department, the fire started in or around a silo that houses raw sugar and then quickly spread to the conveyor belt. Luckily, fire crews were able to contain the fire to the silo and prevent it from spreading in the rest of the factory. So thank God. But some of the shots from Domino Sugar, it's pretty scary.
It's hard to see that. Yes.
Yeah, because that's like a iconic spot in Baltimore. I first heard smoke coming from Domino Sugar plant in Baltimore, and you're like, what?
Yeah, that's like a staple. That's,
Yeah.
People's livelihood. That's where they've been at working for years. That's,
Couple local stories. According to Eastern Shore Undercover, there is a missing 15-year-old, Jasmine Marciano. We posted it up on our Facebook. I also shared it on my Facebook. She's a missing person believed to be in Salisbury. She's 15 years old. She's from Lumberton, North Carolina. They've contacted the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office regarding a missing person from their jurisdiction who reportedly in the Salisbury area. Authorities in Lumberton have been looking for Jasmine Marciano, 15, since March 12th. During the course of their investigation, information was developed that Marciano traveled and is supposedly in the Salisbury area. If you have any information regarding Marciano or believe you may, know her location, please contact the Sheriff's Office at 410-548-4890 or your local law enforcement agency. There's also a missing person, Jaheim Corbin, age 14. Okay. The following information is for a child that is missing in the Salisbury, Maryland. His name is Jaheim Corbin. He's 14. I also posted that picture up on our Power Facebook page and my Facebook. He's last seen at James M. Bennett High School on Monday, April 19th. Corbin is 5'9", weighs approximately 110 pounds. He wears eyeglasses, was last seen wearing black jeans and a white T-shirt with a black Tommy jacket and some blue and black Nike Air Maxes. Yeah, any information regarding Corbin or believe you may know his location, you're asked to contact your local law enforcement agency or message on Facebook. So that is the story. And again, I went ahead and posted that. This story out of Salisbury. Suspicious person with a fake gun. Listen to this. Caller advises there's a suspicious man in the park. The man is between 50 and 60 years old and is pulling out a toy handgun, or what is suspected to be a toy handgun, pulling it out when people walk by in Salisbury. There's a guy sitting there in the Salisbury Park pulling out a fake toy handgun. Salisbury police are in the area searching for the subject. Then there was an update on Eastern Shore Undercover at 12:17 p.m. yesterday. Salisbury police have located the suspect. The gun is a toy. After further clarification, he wasn't pointing it at people. He was just pulling it out.
Yeah, but no one's into that.
Yeah.
No.
So.
No.
We don't like them kind of jokes. I
understand it's a toy gun and all that, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Jess, you got a couple stories.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Locally.
I'm not laughing. If you
I
got,
know, but you know what I'm saying. Like, come on, you're at the park and you're fumbling around in and out on your
side. And this is a 50 to 60-year-old man.
And yeah, it's a fake gun, but these fake guns, some of them look, you can't tell the difference. You probably have people out. You're at the park.
We ain't into them kind of jokes.
No.
Jess, what you got?
Here we go. BB Healthcare has announced the launch of its new online scheduling program for the COVID-19 vaccination appointments. We are told that patients will not be able to select what vaccine to receive. The online scheduler is designated for those receiving their first dose. Individuals needing a second dose appointment should call 302-645-3200, and BB will be adding appointments regularly so that you are encouraged to check back if there's no appointments immediately available at this time. Also, for men have been arrested for a fatal shooting that took place in Cambridge. The Maryland State Police have arrested 4 suspects. This happened on April the 5th. All right, the Cambridge Police Department did respond to Greenwood Avenue for the reports of a shooting, and on arrival, the victim was identified as 23-year-old DeJour Sorrell, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Further investigation led police to the suspects: 21-year-old Dayon Laughlin, 19-year-old Troy Rose Jr., 21-year-old Elijah Jordan, and 21-year-old Justin Boyce have all been arrested with first-degree murder, and they are all being held without bond. And in Pocomoke, the Pocomoke police chief does announce their resignation. The city of Pocomoke will soon find themselves in a very familiar position, looking for another police chief.
I was going to say, this what's going on in Pocomoke?
Chief Lee Brumley told 47 ABC that he handed in his letter of resignation on Monday the 19th, and his last day will be May the 7th.
Okay.
All right.
Coming up, we got Bill and Jessica Sports. And yes, I stand by my statement that I put on Facebook this morning. Steph Curry, hands down, best in the NBA.
You're probably right.
Yeah, well, most people agree. There's a couple that are like, it's a strong statement.
I don't know.
Guess what?
We'll talk. We just went over this last night at our house.
He came to Philly and showed off.
He did.
And I'm a Sixers guy. He came to Philly and showed off.
He did.
People went to the game to see him. Steph is the best all-around role model. I don't care what y'all say. He's the best.
No, he is.
And I stick by it. And if you don't like it, oh well. It is the Bill and Jessica show. Like I said, Bill and Jessica Sports up next.